Hi, I'm Eric. I'm one of the researchers here. So now what's going to happen is we're going to go over the ratings you just made. I'm going to ask you to tell me a little bit about those ratings and the reasoning and thoughts behind some of your choices. So do you have any questions before we begin?
No, I'm all set.
Okay. Now I see that you have leisure history marked down as your least personal issue. Why did you feel this way?
I just feel like leisure isn't really a private thing. I wouldn't really mind telling people about my hobbies. So for instance, I love jet skiing. It's kind of my favorite activity.
Yeah, where do you jet ski?
Canada. My family has a cottage there, and so I spend a lot of time there in the summer. I take the jet ski out a lot.
Cool. Very cool. So for your second least personal issue, you chose pet ownership history. Again, go in a little bit of detail why you chose that.
I have a Malamute, and he is really awesome, and I love him, and I just don't mind talking about him. He's the best.
What's his name?
Jack. He's about 4 years old.
Jack. All right. Okay, so those are your least personal. Now we're going to go into the kind of middle of the road rankings in which you had family and academic history written down. So starting with family, why did you think that was kind of halfway between impersonal and personal?
I feel like family is kind of private, but not really. So everybody sort of has a dysfunctional family, and so do I, but it's not, anything too private or strange or whatever. So
Sure.
It's just kind of, middle of the road.
Kind of middle. Okay. And same thing about academic history. Why was that middle of the road?
I mean, I've definitely struggled in a few classes, but I'm in college, and, that's an accomplishment, anyway. So, I kind of feel like it's in the middle.
Okay, great. All right, now we're going to get into the little more personal topics. So without making you feel uncomfortable in any way, I'd like you to go into a little bit of detail about why you chose these. So for your second most personal topic, you selected mental history. Can you talk about why that's very personal to you?
Well, I definitely feel like it's more personal or private than leisure or pets. Like, my mental history isn't something that I would want to tell a stranger. So I have anxiety issues that I've struggled with in the past, and I just kind of feel uncomfortable talking about them.
Okay, sure. That's fine. And then lastly, as the most personal issue, you selected financial history. So again, without prying, could you go into a little bit of detail about that one?
Sure. I feel like my financial history is pretty private and just awkward to discuss with people. I've had a lot of financial issues in the past. So it's just kind of embarrassing to talk about them with other people.
Okay, no, makes sense. Thank you. That's it for this part of the study. Do you have any general comments about your experience so far?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. All right, well, thank you for your participation. Now you're going to be filling out another survey.